one thing to say, we're not going to cover that. It's another thing to lie to my child and say that their history is unknown and that they were probably servants or slaves before they came to America.
What's up, family? This is your man, not your boy, Go Black to Africa. So I want to share this video with you because I'm trying to at least share the obstacles that many of us black folks in the Western world have challenges, especially when histories are told, stories are told that are not truthful. Watch this video and I'll be back.
I was helping my daughter study last night for the Virginia Standards of Learning exam, so I recognize that's above your concern, your level of authority, but I didn't know who to raise my concern to because usually I cook and my husband assists my children with their homework, but I was feeling a little under the weather, so we reversed roles last night, and I saw that what they were teaching my child was that the status of early Africans was unknown and that they were probably slaves or servants. As a HBCU graduate who knows better, although I lived in Prince William County, I attended Thomas Jefferson High School, so I was not a product of Prince William County schools, but it's one thing to say, we're not going to cover that. It's another thing to lie to my child and say that their history is unknown and that they were probably servants or slaves before they came to America. And I feel like part of this miseducation is the reason for our current country's climate. And the fact that if my child gives an answer other than what's on that paper, that she's considered wrong. So how do I educate my child and teach her that her history is powerful, that her history is amazing, and what her classmates are learning or what they carry with them when they become senior leaders, executives, and feel that it's beneath them to promote someone above them because their ancestors were just slaves or servants. Right now, I'm working in the CIA as the chief of a group within the Diversity and Inclusion Office, and I'm fighting these battles every day to change minds, to change hearts, to change unconscious bias, because they're not unconscious, they're taught at this age to our children and their classmates. And I don't know what can be done about that, but I figured I'd start with you all. Because I have 3 babies, 9, 10, and 11, in Prince William County schools who are being shaped for their future.
It's a sad day when they have succumbed to telling a story that slavery, or our ancestors of slavery, were nothing but slaves and servants before they arrived in America. You know, to put this upon a child, for them to walk around and believe they have never been nothing more than a slave, than a servant, is so far from the truth. This is why it's so important for you to go black to Africa. This is why it's so important for you to know the history, because these school systems in damn Erica, put the D in front of America, capitalize the E, damn Erica, are sitting here indoctrinating your children into believing they're nothing. But then they talk about critical race theory, that they don't want to tell the white people the horrific atrocities they've done against black people, but they want to tell your black child they were nothing more than servants and slaves before coming to damn America. You know what's interesting is this woman in the video. She works for the CIA, the counterintelligence agency, the very agency who goes around the world creating havoc in these countries. Little does she know, she's part of the problem. You see, she says she's in the inclusion division. She's part of the confusion. Little does she know, she is in a system that is against the very fight that she's going to fight up against. We got to wake up that when we work in these organizations, institutions, and these companies, we are perpetuating the issue. That's why you need to look at getting out. Because when it's all said and done, you find that you are part of the problem. This is why I say that you have to do this for your children, to take the journey, to show your children that we are beyond servants and slaves. You should take yourself to come and see for yourself the advancements, to see the smartness, the greatness of who we are, the kingdoms that were. You should be doing your research. You should be finding out that these kingdoms that exist, the Ashanti kingdom, the Mali kingdom, the Zulu tribe kingdom, thousands of kingdoms that were in place before the Europeans came to demolish, dismantle, and disrupt its existence. When these Europeans came in, they tried their best to destroy universities, books, the histories that are set before. It is time for us as a people to wake up. Stop sitting complacent. Stop sitting being silent. Stop sitting and being in a stupor, in a dream, to where you let your masters, those who head over you, to continue to control you, your family, and the destiny of your family. This is what they're evading. This is what they are intentionally trying to demolish the mindsets of your children. And the more they cause confusion, they win the war. They will win the game. But if you sit still and not go beyond, like the sister is saying, she went to a HBCU college. She knows the truth. But now that we have rushed to send our kids in these European schools, in these private schools, they are at liberty to teach your child whatever they want. And then you sit by and believe that color don't matter, while they sit here and tell you they don't see color. You know, I understand many of you all are in a dream. I understand many of you all have been so far taught in a Western mindset, have a mentality that you can't see as far as your nose what the truth is. I understand that. Well, I sit here in Africa. Well, I've shown Africa, 26 countries, 28 more to go, that this whole lie of a continent that's supposed to be disease infested, tribal wars, you know, these supposed to be hungers and famines. You know, when we hear today what's going on in Sudan, that is nothing more than a proxy war of America against Russia. And then when you sit here and you find the truth out, that who's behind these skirmishes when it's in Africa, you always find a European in the middle of it. But they do not let you know from the media. It's America fighting against Russia and Sudan. That is the truth that you need to research. And until you come into a place of truth, you will live your life being asleep. Let me say this in closing. As you look out and about and you see life goes on, busyness here in Africa, I'm in Ghana currently, you will never know what it's like to live in a place of liberty and freedom beyond in what you imagine being in a Western world. Until you wake up and realize that, I wish you the best. This is your man, not your boy. Go black to Africa.
Think about